Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. As you can see, we've already started here. Soboslai engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Danger averted for now. Now it's Mbappe. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty, and
he's had a shot! And it's a goal!
Jamaica clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be...
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot, and he's there to get it away. Szoboszlai. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. There's the shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Japan has the chance to go the other way. Szoboszlai. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Matson. And Ndika. Well, played right into his path. He's in, surely! Well read, and the danger is averted. Ndika with the clearance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
João Neves. João Neves. Spread out to the left. Passes short and sharp. Now it's João Pedro. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1-1.
As it is about to be towed away.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're into the second 45.
Jamaica clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Pedro. Ranch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's going to be disappointed with that. João Neves. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, right place, right time. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Neymar. Mbappe. Now the finish! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The attendance for
What
this
a
match was
delicious finish. That is
72,306.
immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Japan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Mohamed Salah, can he finish? Tries to get it clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's João Pedro. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think
Szoboszlai!
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the shot! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Jamaica surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Interesting ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. As you can see, we've already started here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shapes to shoot! He scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That was well seen too, good clearance.
Mateus. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o is flagged offside. Now that's well seen too. First quarter of an hour gone. No, it's not getting there. Jamaica leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Eto'o. João Neves. Vinicius Junior. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Climbs up big, and it's come back out to him. It's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking for a corner. Jamaica with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Eto'o! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Messi goes short. Jamaica have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. And it's Salah. Branch. Terrific header! And the whistle goes for half-time. We want to review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
For our World Charity Fund.
Jamaica in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass is lacking.
He's had a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space out wide. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gets a good foot in there. Jamaica finding their passes. Vinicius Junior! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And here's Mbappe. That is good alertness.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he shapes to shoot! It's there! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's onto this. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Jamaica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mohamed Salah. Jamaica claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. Big header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
João Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! This time, surely! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. David Villa. Zaire Emery. Rummenigge! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
David Villa. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Ronaldinho. Well read, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Szoboszlai. Now that's well seen too. Rummenigge. And that could set him on his way. Jamaica, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Shifted upfield. And that is a little undercooked. And that is as far as they're going to go. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, important interception. Vinicius Junior. Now it's João Pedro. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's an excellent interception. That has been knocked clear. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Ronaldinho. Wrench.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Zaire Emery. Always onto this. Chance with a header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rummenigge did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Mohamed Salah. He is just caressing the ball. Ronaldinho. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
Would you review the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Has a go! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Pumas have penetrated for the first time.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
And it's played forward. Szoboszlai. Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Jamaica still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And the shot! Danger averted for now.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
He's shifting through the gears here. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pumas are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mohamed Salah.
Substitution.
Pumas choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that. Pumas Unam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring.
There's the shot! Up he goes! He scores! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. made a classic move and made it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
João Neves.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Wrench. He can get that clear.
There will be 5
Jamaica
minutes added
have
time.
it back and can go again. Five minutes to add. And Matson. Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. Decent hit! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Number 7.
And we're done. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. And here's Forlan. And he's straight offside. Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. He's had it taken off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And it
Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Szoboszlai. João Pedro. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great ball if he can get there. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That has been cut short. Bellingham, looking for the runner. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw. Vinicius Junior. Madsen. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Zakaria.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team.
Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of stage.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. Courtois, will they claim to that? And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Making their way home on public
It's a dressing room
today,
that
please watch the
needs
screen
rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 5. Mohamed Salah.
Here we
Coming
go again.
on the field is number
Jamaica
9.
really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mbappe. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted the...
Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
João Neves.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that Vinicius Junior! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Looking for the run. Well, the idea was a good one.
The attendance
execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Diaby. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Vinicius Junior. Jamaica are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He is through here. Pirlo. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are cruising away. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Rummenigge. Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Can he get it through?
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Matson. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Added minute has been indicated.
And somehow he kept it out. Platini engages and forces him off the ball. Van Dijk. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Maradona, chips it through. Pickford gets it clear, and that's been won straight back. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maradona. And it's Maradona. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, that's going to be a goal kick. Matheus Cunha. Serginho. Tierney spots it and intercepts. And that is a little undercooked.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Cleared away, and back in possession and ready to go again. Dembele. Van Dijk is there to clear. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Matheus Cunha. Can he get away here? It's Dembele! Goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Jamaica are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's managed to gift it back. Played into space out wide. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Matches Cunha. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Guardiola. Matches Cunha. And that's a good ball. And the ball is out of play.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alexander-Arnold. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
And a quick reminder today, everybody,
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Jamaica are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Matches Cunha. Now it's Szoboszlai. Still just a single goal between the sides. Serginho. Serginho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jamaica have a free kick.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, super find. He's got away. That's cause for mild irritation. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Jamaica are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. 75 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball.
Jamaica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Serginho. That's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. Batistuta! Short changes him with that pass. Has a go! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Bayer Leverkusen have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
There will
The
be
referee's looking at his
time.
watch. We could be done here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there goes the final whistle. Jamaica have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific...